Hello everybody, Calamity here, and welcome to Stage 3 of Virtual Survival. This is the Escape from Cyborg Challenge mode, and this time around, the training wheels have been removed. There are no more preset dolls here, so at this point, use whatever dolls you want, and if you are like on the lower commander level, I would say you could probably still do this with early 50s at most. Feel free to try it if you're only like commander level 50, but it's definitely going to be a bit harder for you. Now, that being said, all the dolls I'm using here are level 60. I can't really level them down, so to speak, so it looks more free to play friendly, so we're just going to go with what I got. Also, keep in mind, this team is totally interchangeable. You don't have to use the exact same setup I'm using here. In fact, it's probably not even optimal. But let's go over it real fast. So, AoE is going to help you out a lot with killing some of these basic enemies, so that's why we got Klukai. Mekti is here to buff Klukai, but if you don't have Mekti, you can use just another AoE DPS or a single target DPS, your choice. You can bring in Tololo. You can also bring in Vepli, Groza, Krolik. All decent options there. You can even bring Sharky to help you single target the elite mob, who's kind of a pain, to be honest. And then other dolls I'm bringing is Suomi for the shields, but again, you don't have to use her if you don't have her. In fact, you probably don't even need to use a healer on this stage. I found the enemies not too bad to deal with. Like, even the elite unit has a very easy to evade special attack or AoE attack. So up to you if you want to bring a healer. I just brought one just for safety reasons, but don't feel like it's necessary. You could also just bring Centaur Resi or literally any other healer in the game. Even Colgate will work just fine. And of course QJ for single target damage and just lots of follow-ups. Of course, if you don't want to use her, you can use Macchiato, you can use a sniper, any of your choice. You can use anybody really. You can use Papasha, excuse me. And that's pretty much it for doll suggestions. But let's go ahead and actually finally start. So we're not gonna auto, but if you want to auto, this one is definitely one of the easier stages to do so. First, I'm gonna move Mekti up, like so, and then we're gonna buff Klukai. Now we're gonna have Klukai use her bike ult here. We didn't get any kills because they're too tanky, so that's why we don't get to go again. Maybe if we soften them up with like Suomi or something, maybe we could have gotten a kill or two, but that's okay. Just gonna go ahead and pop Suomi ult. And over here, I'm gonna use skill 3 on QJ. I have the Pierce on here skill 3, that's why we're able to damage multiple units there. Now, the elite unit's gonna spawn in, and he's kind of annoying. There he is. And then more units are gonna spawn in as well, but don't worry, it's not as bad as it looks, I don't think. And here we're gonna pop Mekti's ult. And we're gonna use Klukai's skill 3 for some AoE. Here, gonna use Suomi's skill 2. Oh, I think QJ got taunted or something because she forced herself to attack the enemy, even though it's not on auto. But yeah, this elite guy is gonna spawn these AoE explosions around each doll. And honestly, it's not a big deal because you can just move away from them. So just like that, and you're good. Over here, it can do some more AoE damage. Luckily, it's not too overwhelming, right? Like when they spawn in. Let's go ahead and whoops. Move Mekti. Skill 2. Definitely on the toad. We hate toads. Or toads, excuse me. Klukai over here. DJ over here. And we'll just do we can go ahead and just do a skill 2, it's okay. Not quite enough damage. Alright, as you can see, we're easily able to dodge all of the attacks. No big deal. So now that the guy's out of his cover, this is the best time to focus on him. And we're gonna do just that. So we're gonna have QJ actually ult now. Domi's gonna do skill 2. Mekti, come on over here. We're gonna have Mekti just do skill 1 because we want to do more action supports. Same thing with Klukai. Might be tempting to go after these guys, but don't worry about them. This is where a healer will come in handy because you might end up taking a little bit too much damage here, but we want to get rid of this guy. And let's go right here. Basically, kind of don't let him go back into that little box. It has too much safety. On an earlier run, I had him literally walk right into the box and he was like super tanky. Our Somi took some hits, but she's okay. And with that, we can just go ahead and let's go ahead and finish this dude off. So we're gonna have QJ move right on over here and just skill 2. So we want to make sure this dude is out. There we go. Last but certainly not least, Somi, or Mekti will buff. And then, whoops, Mekti sells a turn. Let's go for the Waiting Scholar. And then we're gonna have Klukai. I'm getting my names mixed up here. Finish the rest. And that is a wrap for stage 3. Not too bad, just a nice mixture of AoE. Again, is going to help out with the groups of enemies. They all spawn together in packs to make it really easy for you. So it doesn't have to be Klukai, you got definitely lots of different options for you. Don't forget this one's also kind of tailor-made for Vector, who has ginormous AoE. So if you want to use her ult here, also going to be a decent option for you. Anywho, that's it for me. I hope this guide was at least a little helpful to some of the commanders out there that might have been struggling a bit. And just for reference, Somi, Klukai, Mekti are all at V0. I don't have extra dupes of them. But QJ is at Q3, but she is at V3, but keep in mind she is a standard character, and you can set your standard banner to actually give you more of a chance of getting her duplicates. So that's not exactly a Wales territory for getting many dupes of a QJ. And that is once again it. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It's very much appreciated. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave the comment down below. Do my best to help you out. And with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one.